The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. Ukrainian refugees being trafficked for sex the moment they escape their war-torn country. Military officials in Ukraine, along with law enforcement in places like Poland and Germany, are warning women and children refugees to be careful who they trust during this time of extreme need. And as we find out tonight, this is not all females have to deal with during the war. State Representative and human trafficking expert Ann Johnson joins The Factor tonight to discuss.
Are we surprised to see individuals taking advantage of females during a time like this for sex?
No, unfortunately, we're not surprised because human trafficking is a modern day form of slavery, and it is a real-time problem, not only here at home, but worldwide. Human trafficking is effectively a $32 billion fueled industry around sexual exploitation or labor. And so what we're seeing in the moment of this crisis in Ukraine, the devastating impact of the Russian invasion on Ukraine, and the fact that you have roughly 3 million people that are fleeing that country, many of them women and children. And so what you know about exploiters is they will find the vulnerable population. They will find where people don't have basic necessities. And oftentimes it's not what we think of a perception of force or a physical taking. It's often manipulation, convincing somebody that you're a love interest or you're there to help. And so for many of these Ukrainians, they've been uprooted from their homes. Many of them are relying on the goodness of other people, and there are plenty of people that are doing it right and for the right reasons, but that also opens up an avenue for bad actors to swoop in and take advantage of those same vulnerabilities.
There has been a report, Ann, of one 19-year-old who thought she was receiving help from someone for shelter, and he ended up raping her, and he has been arrested. So those are some of the monsters out there that these victims have to look out for.
Absolutely right. And it's really no different from what we see here. Many people perceive or think that our victim population is an international population, and that's not reality. In reality, a lot of them are domestic minors, but what you see is that vulnerability of age. And so, of course, this population in Ukraine, it is a youthful population, again, women and children that are fleeing that war-torn country, and they don't have a place to go. And so you get what you might get locally, which is somebody that portrays themselves as a good doer, that's going to take you in, that's going to provide you help, that's going to provide you shelter or food, or just a respite, a place to sit down and relax for a moment. But their intentions are not pure, and their intentions are not good. And they quickly can physically overtake a human being. And you see these sexual assaults. And so it really is important for people to be aware, not only locally, but internationally, in these moments of crisis, whatever they are, that it's important to stay with official structures of relief, because those individuals that say, hey, I'll help you out, they may not be doing so because they want to do right by you. They may be doing so because they want to take advantage of someone.
Now, that type of trafficking is one thing. Looking for mail order brides is another, and that's still going on in case you didn't know it. Check this out. The New York Post reports a huge spike in Chinese men searching for Ukrainian brides since the start of the invasion. The founder of an app for male brides is quoted as saying these clients know that these Ukrainian girls are sad and would think of China as a safe place. So the Chinese men think that these girls will consider looking for a Chinese husband.
What you have is the perception by some as another individual of property, or even some of these men who may think, you know, I'm really doing this individual a favor. I'm providing her money and she wants to engage in a relationship or sexual contact with me. In my experience from representing and talking with thousands of women, I got news for you. Nobody is doing it voluntarily when you're conveying or giving somebody a perception of money or a purchase, as these mail order brides that we're seeing. And so what you see is again, a vulnerable population who may feel the strain and pressure of trying to bring in money to help family elsewhere. And these are men that are taking advantage of it. These are men that are thinking they can buy an individual for some kind of sexual servitude in exchange for money that this individual needs to provide for care for the rest of her war-torn family. I got news for you guys. That's not a relationship. That's not consensual sex. You are buying a human being and you are part of the problem. And so no, this is not a proper way to provide relief for people that really want to provide relief. For those who are victims of this war, give to the appropriate official resources so that these women and children can properly be cared for.
All right, State Representative Ann Johnson, who's also an expert on human trafficking. Always good to see you here on The Factor Uncensored, and we appreciate your guidance and expertise on the program. Thank you, ma'am.